Assalamualaikum. Good morning everyone. Today I would like to present my mini project entitled Assessment of Plastic Waste Pollution at Pulau Balambangan, Sabah. This study focused on identifying plastic waste pollution, its contributing factors and possible solutions to reduce environmental impact. Before I begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Nasha binti Burhanuddin. My matric number is E24A3188. I am currently pursuing a Bachelor of Applied Science in Environmental Sustainability Science with honors. This presentation consists of 15 main sections, beginning with the introduction and ending with the conclusion. Plastic pollution has become one of the most serious environmental issues worldwide. In Malaysia, the increasing use of plastic products and improper waste disposal practice have contributed significantly to environmental degradation. Coastal and island areas are especially vulnerable because plastic waste can accumulate along shoreline through human activity and ocean current. This issue not only affects marine ecosystem but also impact human health and local economies. Plastic is a durable material that can remain in the environment for hundreds of years. Unlike organic waste, plastic does not decompose easily and continues to accumulate in the environment. This situation threatens marine organisms, damage ecosystems, and maybe affect tourism activity and local economic resources. Ocean current can transport waste from distant locations, causing plastic accumulation even in remote island areas. Despite its natural beauty, Pulau Balambangan faces increasing challenges related to plastic waste pollution. Waste generated from tourism, fishing activities, and nearby settlements may be accumulated along the coastline. In addition, limited waste management facilities worsen the problem. If this issue continues, it may be threatens marine biodiversity, damage habitats, and negatively affect tourism activity on the island. This study has 4 objectives. First, to identify the type of plastic waste found on Pulau Balambangan. Second, to determine the level of plastic waste pollution. Third, to analyze factors contributing to pollution. Finally, to propose effective waste management strategy that can help reduce plastic pollution on the island. The hypothesis of this study focused on the relationship between public awareness of waste management practices and the level of plastic pollution. The null hypothesis states that there is no significant relationship between public awareness and plastic waste pollution. Meanwhile, the alternative hypothesis suggests the greater awareness can help reduce pollution levels. The scope of this study focused specifically on the coastal areas of Pulau Balambangan. Data collection involves field sampling and questionnaire survey among residents and visitors. However, this study does not include laboratory analysis such as microplastic testing. The study mainly evaluates visible plastic waste and public awareness regarding waste management. Next is the significance of the study. The study is important because it provides clear information about plastic waste pollution at Pulau Balambangan, Sabah. The finding can help local authorities and local communities develop more effective waste management strategy and evaluate environmental programs such as My Clean Beach and Sirim Kasih. In addition, this study can increase public awareness about the importance of protecting the environment and maintaining clean coastal areas. It also encourages people to reduce the use of single-use plastic and adopt zero-waste practices. Finally, the result of this study can serve as a useful reference for future researchers conducting study on marine pollution and plastic waste pollution in other islands across Malaysia. Pulau Balambangan is located at the northern tip of Sabah, near Bangi Island. The island is famous for its coral reef, wide sandy beaches, and limestone cave. Due to its popularity as a tourism destination, it is exposed to increasing human activities that maybe contribute to plastic waste accumulation. Previous studies have identified plastic pollution as a major environmental issue, especially in marine ecosystem. According to Jembak et al. In 2015, millions of tons of plastic waste into the ocean every year. NOAA in 2021 reported that plastic can break down into microplastic, which may be consumed by marine organisms and eventually enter the food chain. In addition, UNEP stated that plastic pollution can harm marine life, affect biodiversity, and reduce the attractiveness of coastal areas for tourism. Therefore, effective waste management is important to protect the marine environment for future generations. The study uses a descriptive quantitative research design to assess the level of plastic waste pollution at Pulau Belambangan, Sabah. The study area was selected based on its environmental condition and human activity. A purposive sampling method was used to identify locations with a high accumulation of plastic waste. In addition, area-based sampling was applied by marking specific sampling locations to collect detailed information from each site. The collected waste was classified into different categories, such as hard plastic, including plastic bottle, and soft plastic, such as a plastic bag. During field sampling, all waste material found at each location were collected using gloves and processed. The waste and nurture material were photographed and recorded for analysis. Data collection was conducted through two methods, field observation and questionnaire. The questionnaire were used to assess public awareness, attitudes, and waste management practices among local residents and visitors. Several materials and equipment are used in this study. Plastic sampling bags, gloves, and process are used to collect waste samples safely. GPS is used to record sampling location, while camera document field observation. A weighing scale measures the amount of waste collected. In addition, Google Forms are used to distribute questionnaire and collected responses from participants. This flowchart illustrates the overall research process. The study begins with identifying the research problem related to plastic waste pollution at Pulau Belambangan. Next, literature review is conducted to understand previous findings and relevant theories. After that, the research design and methodology are developed. Data is then collected through field observation and questionnaire. The collected data is analyzed to obtain findings, followed by discussion, conclusion, and recommendation for future waste management strategy. The Gantt chart outlines the timelines of the project. The research starts with proposal preparations and literature review. Data collections and questionnaire distributions follow during the fieldwork phase. After collecting all necessary information, data analysis is conducted. The final stage involved report writing, revisions, and submission of the complete research project. This slide presents the estimated budget for conducting the study. The expenses include sampling equipment such as plastic bag, glove, and process. In additional costs include printing, stationery, transportation, and miscellaneous expenses. The total estimated budget for the project is approximately Rm 205. These are the main references used in this study. The sources include journal articles, government reports, and publications from international organizations such as UNEP, WWF, NOAA, and FAO. These references provide information regarding plastic pollution, marine ecosystem, waste management, and environmental sustainability. In conclusion, this study aims to assess the level of plastic waste pollution at Pulau Belambangan, Sabah, and provide recommendations for better waste management practices. Thank you for your attention.